Back, people. Yes, we're back in nature, enjoying life like always, breathing in this wonderful air. I hope you're having a great day yourself. And today we're gonna talk about symbolism, numerology, and signs. And before I talk about these things, I want to tell you a story to give you perspective. Life is like a river, a stream. And when we swim against the stream, life feels like a burden. We suffer because we swim against the stream, and the stream goes on and on and on, and we hold on to a branch and we try to fight it. And that's when life feels like a burden, because we swim against the stream. We struggle. We are in a place of suffering where we feel shame, guilt, anger, pride. But if we let go of this pride and this anger, this ego, when we are in a state of flow, that's when we swim with the stream. We swim with the stream. We are in a state of flow, meaning we are in a state of willingness, reason, acceptance, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. And when we are in this state of flow, when we swim with the river, and we are in our element, we are becoming our authentic self, because the soul, the higher self, consciousness, is love. And when we align ourselves with love, we are in a state of flow. We swim with the stream of life. We get signs from the universe. We get synchronizations, signs, assuring us that we are on the right path, that we are doing and following our soul mission. We are swimming with the stream. We are in a state of flow. Another example, when we are in a state of flow, we are becoming love, we are becoming unconditional love. Life energy flows through our body, flows through our body. When we feel excited, when we are energized, when we are passionate, when we feel this inner wisdom, and we are driven. When we are in a state of flow, energy flows through us. The soul, the true self, the higher self, is established in what we call the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is established in the private parts, where the sex organs are. That is where the soul is established. And by getting rid of this negative energy, the ego mindset state, when we get rid of this ego, by grounding ourselves, by going into nature, by cleansing ourselves with water, by going to the sea, we ground ourselves through our root chakra, and we get rid of this negative energy, because negative energy is established in the navel chakra, around in this area, around the stomach. We get rid of this negative energy, and it allows, the more you ground yourself and align yourself with love, unconditional love, the more energy flows through your body, through your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your pineal gland, and your crown chakra. When we start trusting our self, when we start stepping into love and becoming love and this unconditional love and loving ourselves, the heart starts to open. The heart starts to heal and more energy flows through. The throat chakra starts to heal. The navel chakra starts to heal. The pineal gland, the third eye starts to heal. The crown chakra starts to open. And when these chakras start to open, we start communicating through the third eye with the divine realm. Meaning that we are able to communicate with the divine realm, with the angels. And we are becoming one with all things. With all things. And with the third eye, we can see symbolism. We can start to see symbolism in life itself. And when we start being in a state of flow, we are swimming with the river. And opening these chakras, we start to see symbolism in things. I will give you another example. If you ask someone to look at a flower, a particular flower, you ask them, what do you see? They say, it's just a flower. It's a rose, for example. Okay. But when you see the symbolism in physical objects, that means that you see the essence of what normal people see as normal things. You see the essence of normal things in life. You see the truth. You see the truth. Because, for example, the heart is a vital organ that pumps around blood. But in symbolism, the heart is a symbolism for love. So you see the essence of things. You see the symbolism in things. And when we align ourselves with our true self, with love, and we are in a state of flow, we start to see synchronizations, numerologies, symbolisms everywhere. Because in this journey, and I don't know if you encountered this already, but I'm going to tell you, in this journey, you'll feel a certain nudge within you. You need to look at the clock or look at a number plate, or you need to look at something and you see a number. Let's say you see what I call a mirroring number. And a mirroring number is a number that mirrors itself. Meaning 1010, 1111, 1212, 1919. Those are mirror numbers because they are mirroring each other. But there can also be other numbers like 22, 33, 44, 55, 88, 99, and it goes on and on and on. It can also be 2222. So the number gets multiplied. So you get nudges within you. You feel a certain nudge in you, and you need to look through a certain direction. And you look at the clock and you see, hey, 12:12. Okay, that's just the clock telling the time. But through the day or in a certain time period, you'll see this number reoccurring. And that means that the divine realm, because you are aligning yourself with your authentic self, you are opening these chakras, you're healing, and you're being authentic self, opening the third eye, because the third eye is the gateway to the divine realm. The third eye is the way to communicate with the divine realm. The angels start communicating with you. And they want to bring you reassurance. That means that, let's say for a reason you're feeling down and you're in a negative spiral. Suddenly you're getting a nudge to look at the clock or at your phone or at a number plate or somewhere, and you see a number, and you see this number reoccurring. And these numbers you can look up on the internet, and you'll see that these numbers have a significance, meaning, because angels communicate to us constantly. They are around us constantly, reassuring us that we are on the right path. And if we stray from the path, that we need to be aware of our own thoughts. That means that, let's say for instance, you get a number, and it can be any number, and you look it up on the internet, and it tells you, listen, be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts, of your negative thoughts, and try to be positive and listen to your own intuition. That can be a message from the angels telling you, reassuring you to stay on the right path, to be in a state of flow, to follow the river and not to swim against the river. Numbers are never bad. They're just a reassurance. The angels communicating to you, saying, listen to your own thoughts. Be mindful of your own thoughts. Don't be mindful of your negative thoughts, and try to be positive. And try to listen to your own intuition, to your inner wisdom. Start trusting yourself. Become truly independent. And you have all kinds of messages that angels can communicate to you. And they're just a reassurance if you're straying from the path or if you're on the right path. I've had messages tell me that I'm doing good, or I am following my purpose. I'm following my mission. So I had a reassurance that I was on the right path, that I was doing the job I was meant to be doing on this earthly realm. Like I said, you can also see signs or things that have symbolism behind them. That means that you'll see things in life reoccurring that mean something personally to you, reassuring you that you are on the right path, that you are in a state of flow, that you are sharing love with the world. Because you need to realize that every energy you put out in the universe gets reflected back at you. That means that when you're sending out love, you're setting in intentions on love out in the universe, you're sharing your love with the universe, you're being love, that gets reflected back. And when you send out love in the universe, that's when you get these synchronizations, these numerologies, or signs or symbolisms, or just assuring you that you need to stay on the right path, and you need to start to listen to yourself through this guidance you get from the angels, from the divine realm. Because you are aligning yourself, you're allowing yourself to let this energy, this life energy, to flow through your body, opening these chakras, making you able to communicate to the divine realm. maybe showing you the path you need to follow. Symbolism. You see symbolism in life, in things. Or number synchronizations. Signs, symbolisms can also be ways of communicating telepathically with your divine masculine. Because every time you see you are aligning yourself with the universe, with the divine realm, you're becoming one with everything. You're having these numerologies, these synchronizations, these signs. That means that when you see them, your divine masculine sees them. But the thing is, they are not aware of this knowledge that I'm sharing now with you. They're not aware. But for some reason, these things keep reoccurring in their life. And I think, wow, why am I seeing this number or this symbolism or this sign reoccurring in my life? Is there a reason? And yes, there is. It means that you're communicating with them, or the universe is communicating with them. And they are becoming aware of their surroundings, because when you are starting to align yourself and when they start to work on themselves, they are starting themselves to allow to step into love rather than ego. They start manifesting, attracting things in their life, because eventually when they step away from the ego and stepping into love, unconditional love, rather than shame, guilt, pride and so on, they are starting to become manifestors, or start to attract things in their life, because everything you send out in the universe gets reflected back. That means that when you send out negativity gets reflected back at you. And they call this karma. I call this karma. Because that's also the reason that the people in their lives, or the situations they end up in, when it comes to your divine masculine, that's why it's called a karmic person or a karmic situation, because it's karma. Because they are filled with this anger and this pride because of the ego, they attract negative things in their life. That's why they are in the situations they are, because their body carries a lot of negativity, and they attract negativity, like the person they're in a relationship with. And when they start attracting love, that's when they attract love in their life. And in this case, you, the viewer, they start manifesting you. And that means that there'll be times when they start manifesting love in their life, because they're letting go of this ego and walking the path of love, unconditional love. They start to become a manifester. They start to attract love. That's when they start attracting love in their life. And that means that there can be situations where they'll just walk somewhere, and for some reason, you bump into them. You bump into them. And that goes the same for you. Every time you're just walking somewhere, and for some odd reason, you bump into them. It's because you are manifesting each other. You are attracting love. And that's why it's so important to let go of the ego and step into love, because when you start to align yourself and you start sending out positive things in the universe, you start attracting love in your life. And when you start to communicate with the universe, you start to attract love in your life, and eventually your divine masculine. And the other way around, your divine masculine is manifesting you in their life. That is called the law of attraction. That is the law the universe is based on. The law of attraction. You need to work You need to work to get out of the fear, out of the darkness, step into the light, become the light, send out in the universe, and then you'll attract it. And that's when you attract abundance in your life. Abundance, true abundance. And true abundance is love, peace, joy. Yes, people. Yes, people. You start attracting love in your life. You start attracting your divine masculine life, and they will start attracting you in a life. And the more you love yourself, the more you love unconditionally, the more you start to bump into each other, or start manifesting each other into each other's life. And that is true abundance. It is not money, wealth, or status, or the people you're friends with. It is love. Love is true abundance. That is the flow. That is the flow. That is the energy of the of life. Love. That is the energy of life. Chi. They call it chi. It's love. And when you allow this to flow through your body and you start sending out in the universe, and you start working for it, that's when you start attracting it. The law of attraction. And when you start to follow your path, because you are in a state of flow, that's when you'll see symbolism, numerologies, signs. And signs can be things that are things that mean something to you. Let's say, for example, you'll see things related to your divine masculine, and that goes the other way around. When they start manifesting things in their life, they'll start seeing things related to you. And because you are opening your third eye, the gateway to the divine realm, you'll see symbolism in these signs. You'll see the essence of these signs and the deeper truth of these signs, because the third eye is a higher perception. It is a higher perception. It is the gateway to the divine realm. Is a higher perception. These eyes are what I call the low perception. It is it is the connection between the physical world, but this is the connection between the divine realm, the higher perception. This is the eye that sees the truth, the real truth, the essence, the symbolism in the signs you see all around you. So listen. When you start aligning yourself and you let this energy flow through your body, that's when these things will occur in your life through this journey. And like I said, it is also a way about how you and your divine masculine communicate with each other. Because another way of communication is through songs. Because let's say, for example, your divine masculine is thinking constantly of you, and they yearn for you. Their loins are burning. They want to be intimate with you. They love you. They won't say it in the physical realm, but their higher self, because they feel this in their heart, because when they open their heart chakra, they'll start feeling things for you, and the heart chakra is connected to the soul, and the soul is established in the private parts. And because this connection is made, because you are in a state of flow, this is connected. These feelings are communicated to the soul, to the higher self, and eventually, because you're in truth, you are one. You are one soul with two bodies. This gets communicated to you. Meaning you will start feeling things physically, but also because they send this energy out in the universe, it gets sent at you through songs. through songs. And like I said, maybe they yearn of you, thinking of you, and for some odd reason, you'll bump into a song that you haven't heard for a long time, and it starts ending up in your playlist, and it talks about, I want to be with you, I want to love you, you're the only one for me. And that's the universe saying to you, they're thinking of you, because they send out this energy, because they are becoming these manifestors just like you. It's a whole story. It's a whole story. It's a lot to handle. But this is giving you a perception of how things work when it comes to science, symbolism, numerology, and how we manifest and the energy flow. It really gives you a perception how things in generally work. That's what it's all about, people. Like always, nothing but love. Thank you for watching. Wherever you are in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful world. Love and life, like always. Breathing in the wonderful air. See you soon, brothers and sisters. We are soul family. Love you from the heart. See you later. Peace.